Joining us now, welcome everybody to Yes Have Some Podcast. Obviously, we've got some breaking news tonight. Not the news we all wanted, but I think something maybe we all expected. I don't know why I'm so blurry. I'm going to try to fix that.
Are you blurry?
I was, but now we're good. Ghostbusters Afterlife has been officially delayed till March 5th, 2021. About 8 months. Jake, how are you feeling?
I mean, it sucks, man. Like, it's like it sucks, but then also, I feel like for the last couple of weeks, we've been like, is Ghostbusters going to get delayed? It's kind of been a stress that we've had to deal with a little bit. Now we know what's happening, so I mean that's good, but it also does suck because that puts it, instead of putting it a couple months out, it's now about a year out. So
about a year out. So, hey, oh yeah, people are already commenting. I'm wearing this. A lot of people don't know about this shirt. This is one of my favorite shirts. Features Pete Mosen and O.J. Simpson. I'm the only person in the world who owns this shirt. But I feel like maybe I need to put them up for sale. So yeah, guys, we're all kind of adjusting to this news, but I figure we'll get on the horn here, a little impromptu, and just talk about it. Talk about our thoughts and feelings with everybody out there in the world. So thanks everybody for joining. And if you have questions or thoughts, put them in the chat and we'll respond. Yeah, my initial reaction is that it stings for sure. It definitely is not what we want. I'm having some microphone issues. Guys, this is pretty impromptu. Let me make sure I got my mic settings. We're kind of on the fly here, so it's not, it might not be exactly what you're used to, but we'll figure it out. Okay, cool. So it stings, yeah, and it sucks. But if you look at what are the alternatives right now, the alternatives are maybe theaters open by June or July, but are people still going to the theater? Are people, into like going out in public by then? And then the thing that we talked about we did not want, which a lot of people have been thinking about, is like the streaming release, which some people are saying, hey, I wish it would just go straight to streaming like other movies. Jake, I know you have a pretty strong opinion about that.
Yeah, I don't want that at all. Like, I think movie theater experiences are pretty important. They're pretty important to me. It's something I really love to do. I will go see a movie in a theater, even if it's a movie that I don't think, I'm very excited for. And something like Ghostbusters, like I want to see that on a big screen in a dark room, with the loudest, biggest screen possible. And that's not my TV at home. I want the experience of seeing that, on a big screen.
Yeah, I think we all do. I don't know what's going on with my camera.
What are you talking about?
Before we got started, I was bragging about how we weren't having technical difficulties, and now
I'm watching it. It looks like what do you? It looks good to me.
I just wish my hair was better. I wasn't prepared to be on the TV tonight. Yeah, I agree. I don't want, okay, yes, if somebody sent me Ghostbusters Afterlife tonight, I would sit down and watch it and enjoy it. But I think the thing is like, if you were given the streaming option on day one, you would sit down and you would watch it, and I feel like it would be like kind of a weird feeling at the end, like maybe not 100% satisfaction because you don't have that theater experience, you don't have that build up and the waiting in line and the anticipation and the trailers, and like it's just not the same. I mean, I've watched a couple of movies this week streaming that were just kind of straight VOD releases, and it's enjoyable, but for something like Ghostbusters, we've been waiting for 30 years. I don't think that's the experience I would want. So I'm kind of glad that they're making this call now. This, I think, would have really sucked if it happened in like June, where there's this build up and it's like, I guess it's happening, and then it's like not happening. Like now we can process it and accept it, and it'll probably suck in July, especially if, what's going to really suck is if like a month from, okay, it won't suck. If a month from now things really start getting back to normal, that'll be great. But from a Ghostbusters perspective, it'll be like, oh, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. If movies, yeah, but I also think we're at a point right now where it's really like nobody knows. Like nobody knows what it's going to be like in a week or in a month. So I think maybe the first wave of the theaters being open might be a little iffy. There might not be. I do think once the theaters open back up and everything's good, I think there's probably going to be a surge in people going to the movie theaters.
Right.
But you don't want Ghostbusters to be that very first thing because, like, what if it's bad at first, or what if everything's bombing, or people, you don't want it to come out in a weird transitional time. You want it to come out when everything's fine and people are fucking going to the movies.
Exactly, right? Because we all want Ghostbusters to be successful. We don't want it to pitter out into the theaters and have a moderate showing. We want people to go out in droves and experience the movie and celebrate it in the way that it needs to be celebrated. And it just doesn't look like June or July of this year there's gonna, like, even if the theaters are open and new movies are coming out, I don't know if people are gonna be, there's gonna be some hesitation still. And some people have been asking, like, why March? Isn't March normally when, like, the shitty movies come out? And, like, A, that's not true. Tons of big movies are released in March. And I don't think any of the normal rules are going to apply for the next year or two. Like, everything's getting pushed back and reshuffled, and, like, I just don't... There is not going to be a summer movie season probably this year. So that means that all of these big tentpole movies like Top Gun and Ghostbusters, maybe even Bill and Ted, like, everything might get pushed back.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. And I think one of the things that people aren't really thinking about... it is a long time from now, but I think some people aren't thinking about the fact that, like, movie's not done yet, and it's in post. There's still effects stuff happening, and those people can't currently be working on the movie, so they have to have time for that stuff to happen. And then also they have to push back all the marketing. They can't just release a movie with no marketing. So if the movie was still going to come out, in July, the marketing would be ramping up soon.
Right.
And it doesn't make any sense to do that if a movie might not be coming out. And so it's like they're pushing it back kind of far, but it has to, first of all, like, the movie's got to be finished. The marketing has to be able, like, the marketing push has to properly be able to get rolled out. And then also, all the studios and all the movies are having to be pushed back. So you can't just say, what's the soonest date? March might be the soonest date possible because all the other movies have already pushed their movies back and they're already picking up slots. So they have to pick and choose, like, who, when it's going to come out again. It's just, it can't come out immediately.
Right. There's a lot of factors, and that's kind of, that's how, well, I'm trying to read some of these comments. Oh, Chronicle Collectibles says, complimenting my Jason Edmondson Hateful Eight print in the background. Thank you, Rob. I think, Ryan Dole, he's been on one lately. So yes, we know. Currently, all of a lot of the VFX studios, a lot of the people are working from home and doing the best that they can do. But there's so many factors, like Jake was just pointing out. Like, it's not just finishing the movie. It's the fact that there's already been, James Bond has already been pushed back. Fast and the Furious has already been pushed back. Black Widow, they don't have a release date for that yet.
Everything, yeah.
So movie release schedules are not, they don't just pick a day and throw it out there and say, this will be a good day. There's tons of factors that go into those decisions. So if they say, because it looks like Ghostbusters Afterlife is replacing the Uncharted movie release date, which I don't care about that. I know some people might, but Uncharted's getting pushed back another 7 or 8 months. But I just don't think that watching it on video on demand would have been a very satisfying experience. And it's like I said at the beginning, as much as it stings, without the proper marketing buildup, like Jake, you were talking about, we haven't even got a second trailer yet. And you got to think of all of the promotional tie-ins, like things like Ecto Cooler, if that's going to happen. Things like the Twinkies, all of the toys. Like, we haven't even talked about what's going to happen. All these toys are supposed to be rolling out in June, who knows for all sorts of reasons if that's even going to happen. Like, there's factory delays in China because of coronavirus, and then there's also a chance some of that stuff's currently en route on boats to the United States, so we might get some of the Hasbro Plasma series and that kind of stuff. I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
I think that kind of stuff, to me, it only makes sense that the toys get pushed back as well, because toys are basically part of the marketing push. Also, they're not going to, I don't think they're going to just release the toys without, the promise that the movie is very soon behind, because, it's not Star Wars where they can just have no movies for years and just release toys and somebody's going to go buy them. I think they need to be able to say, hey, this movie is coming soon. Here are the toys. So I feel like it only makes sense to push the toys back too.
Right. If it's possible, like here's the thing. If let's say some of the toys, like June was kind of the rollout for a lot of the new stuff, and let's say when they say June, usually that stuff starts hitting, late April to mid-May. That stuff takes a while to get shipped over from China or wherever. There's a chance some of it's already coming here, and we all know Walmart and Target, like, managers they're not, some of that stuff's going to make it to the shelves. Some of it probably won't. Maybe they'll hold it. Maybe they'll send it back. But I think there's a better than good chance that some of that stuff will hit, but it will not be the full rollout of marketing. Especially whatever that second wave of marketing was going to be, because we learned at Toy Fair that first wave was kind of leaning on more of the classic stuff, and then they were going to roll out all the Afterlife stuff. So I don't think we're going to be seeing that push of the Afterlife specific toys for a while. But maybe before Christmas, like, you roll it out for the Christmas season for the market.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
So I have an idea, and I want to try to get everybody on board for this. I want to get a movement started. I think on July 10th, 2020, the day that this movie was supposed to be released, if movie theaters are open, show Ghostbusters 1 and 2 back to back. And we'll all go we'll all go see it. Or at least Ghostbusters 2.
Sure. We can make that happen.
We can do it.
Hey, Abigail Gardner's watching? Come on.
I don't know where she is.
Where the fuck is she?
You know what? When this announcement came through, she left. She left the house.
She's gone. She took her stuff.
What did she just say? Abby wants to know, why is everyone so upset about Morbius getting pushed back? No one invited me. Oh, what if you guys found out I had her captive in the basement? I don't even have a basement. Well, cool. So we wanted to get on, do this quick little update, see how everybody was feeling. If anybody has any comments or things they want us to touch on, we will. But while I have you, Jake, what are you doing today? What were you doing when I called you?
Sitting on this couch, just browsing Facebook and Instagram. I watched half of Colossal earlier today. That's about it.
Abby watched Annihilation today.
That's a good movie.
That movie's scary.
Yeah, it is scary.
Philip Oliver asks, what about Bill and Ted? No word on that. They haven't even released a trailer for that movie yet. And
I mean, it's when was that supposed to come out?
August.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I guess, I think maybe things that are hitting in August and around that time, they probably still have a little bit of time of before they have to make that decision.
Right.
But also, the longer they wait, they're going to get pushed back behind.
Right.
You know what I mean? The longer movies wait, other movies are kind of filling the spots. So it's like, if they get pushed back, it might be past March.
Yeah, and we got to remember, Bill and Ted's not a Sony release. Like, Bill and Ted's the kind of thing that I could see them going. At this point, it might be better off to just go straight to streaming, which I wouldn't like that. I don't want that.
Me either.
But we'll see what happens. Other movies are getting delayed. There's rumors that Black Widow might go straight to Disney Plus. I'd be fine with that. And people are wondering about Dragon Con. Do we think Dragon Con's going to happen? The thing is, you were saying it earlier, man, we just don't know. Like, there's no... we got to remember, it's not even April yet. Like, it's the end of March. So to try to predict what... Like, we were in... Like, right now, New York City is the epicenter of the pandemic in the United States. We were there, like, a month ago. Like...
Yeah.
Like, and so that it's been pushed, things are moving very rapidly. So who knows? I mean, hopefully San Diego Comic-Con, we're supposed to be there. And, like, maybe there's a Ghostbusters presentation now at Comic-Con if it still happens. Maybe not.
Yep. I mean, things are starting. I've seen things that are getting... either canceled or pushed that are that far out, and I mean, it could be just a matter of time, but like it's just too far down the road to really. I think we got a little bit of time before those decisions have to be made.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon Con's not till September, and like not to get too overly serious because I know people are like trying to like get away from the news and stuff, but like if the next 3 weeks, like if this stuff peaks in 2 to 3 weeks and it starts having a downturn, then maybe by July, August, September, things might start getting a little bit back to normal.
Hey, we got Alanis Morissette tickets that I don't want to miss.
Oh, yeah.
That's getting canceled. Jessica Parker says, the official 2020 statement, we don't know.
It's true.
That's true. That is true.
It's true. You know what, though? I think we need Tiger King more than ever.
We need a sequel to that.
I got the wrong king on my shirt. Where is he? Yeah, I want a Tiger King sequel. Maybe in like a fictional, like an audiobook.
An audio read by Joe Exotic.
Yeah. Welcome to my show. I'm in Oklahoma. Yeah. So here's the thing. Nobody knows anything, but we do know that we can say with confidence that nobody's taking this lightly. It definitely sucks. There's a lot of people working really hard on this movie and put a lot of heart and soul into it. Obviously, Jason Reitman. Listen, if I was directing this movie, wouldn't you be bummed if you worked really hard on a project and it was supposed to? I don't know.
What?
Abby's just yelling from the background. Brock Parker says my hair is going to look like Joe Exotic's by the time this is over.
I hope
awesome.
so.
I would love that. That's funny. People are sending me Tiger King memes. This is great. What I was saying was, if you were Jason Reitman and you put your heart and soul into this project to bring Ghostbusters back and put it in the forefront, make it the franchise it deserves to be, and then we're told, hey, it's being released straight to streaming, that would suck. And then someone's going to record it on their iPhone and just upload it to YouTube, and like a bunch of people are going to watch it the wrong way. We don't want that. We want you to pay your money, sit in the theater with Jacob Walsh next to him.
Maybe not next to me, but
maybe
okay.
Not next to him. Are we going to have mandatory social distancing at all movie theaters? I love it.
For the rest of life.
Yeah. You can't sit on the same row. Only 10 people get to...
I'm lobbying for that forever.
Abby, that doesn't work. She's still yelling from the background. Hey, little towel action.
Hey.
Late night YHS. Well, cool. So, anything else from anybody before we sign off here?
No.
No? Well, we
What do you
appreciate
think?
everybody chiming in and joining us. And thanks to Abby for being in a towel.
Yeah, maybe next time you'll invite me.
You were invited.
Whatever. You waited until I got in the shower.
This is more like Real World than Yes Outside. This is my confessional.
It's like Big Brother.
It is like Big Brother. Do those people still not? Do the Big Brother people in Germany still not know about the promo?
I hope not.
Yeah, that's funny. So okay, to recap, action items, as they say. Ghostbusters Afterlife delayed till 2021, March 5th, 2021. Little bit, about 11 months from today. It's about an 8-month delay on the movie itself. And if you think about it, 8 months, that goes by like that. Jake,
That's it.
do you know what 8 months ago was?
What?
What's today? Let's see.
March.
March, February, January, December, November, October, November. Like Dragon Con was 8 months ago.
That was a long time ago. That is a long. You can sit here all you want and try to make it seem like 8 months is not almost a year and it's not a long time, but it is a fucking long time.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, 6 months from now, we'll still have 6 months to go.
Stop it.
You know what? This sucks. Release it on streaming tonight.
Tonight.
Right.
Unfinished.
Yes.
The Snyder cut.
I want to see the snap. I want the Paul Feig cut.
Stop it.
That's so funny. Listen, on that note, we'll end this. And just to let everybody know, this week we will be discussing this in more detail. Maybe we'll get some more developments, what's going on. So tune into the podcast this week.
And Tiger King.
And we will be doing a full breakdown of Tiger King.
Full Carol Baskin episode.
Oh, God.
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin Robbins. 31 flavors of murder. I just made that up. Hey, listen, to be completely honest, do we think that, yeah, Larry just said it. This is all Carol Baskin's fault. I agree. When she's...
Dude, go for it.
Jake, you just missed it.
What happened?
You look down. Abby, do that again, but walk in slowly, and I'll act like I don't see it coming. Listen, man, I don't know.
Okay.
It's fine. We've lost our mind. Okay, cool. Jake's unplugged. Abby's wearing a costume.
It's fine. It's fine. Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin. That bitch. You won't come here and delay my Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'll shoot you between the fucking teeth.
You want to know why Ghostbusters got delayed? Carol fucking Baskin.
You won't come out here in Oklahoma and delay my movie. Listen.
That's all we're gonna do when we record the full episode. It's just gonna be me and you doing Joe Exotic.
100%. That's all it's gonna be.
For 2 hours.
It's gonna be me going like this. You won't.
Hey, you want to? Go ahead.
I seen 3 kids with proton packs out there in Summerville, Oklahoma, and they didn't even come mess with my tigers because I shoot them with a proton pack right between the eyes.
Hey, I'm Joe Exotic, and if you want to find Ghostbusters Afterlife, I suggest you look in Carol Baskin's septic tank.
Oh my God.
I
love it. Hi, I'm Joe Exotic. I'm out here in Oklahoma, and I'm here to tell you, if you're upset about this movie getting delayed, vote for Joe Exotic for governor of Oklahoma 2021.
Everybody gets a little baby tiger.
We'll put cologne on your boots.
Oh, boy.
They put steak sauce on my boots, and Slimer was biting on me. Fucking bitch. We did it.
We did it.
Hey,
that's all we really wanted to do.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this impromptu session. We will see everybody this week on the podcast. Keep it positive. Keep it light. Stay healthy. Wash your hands. Don't touch anything.
Bye, all you cool cats and kittens.
I love that. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Guess what? Like, she's like, you know that scene in the Hannibal, the Silence of the Lambs sequel, where he's just on the plane and he's eating brains? That's Carol Baskin. She's like,
that's Carol Baskin. Just calmly.
She's just cooking her volunteers that she doesn't know their names. Oh my God. I'm thinking we need to live stream our episode this week. This is fun.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
All right, guys. We'll see everybody next time. Bye.
Later.
Bye,